Hi, it's John. This lesson is going to focus on some of the lead techniques used by Eric Johnson. There's loads of videos online of people doing this kind of thing, but I love Eric Johnson's playing and I thought I'd try and do some videos for you guys because I've been mucking around with my Kemper and getting some sort of fuzz lead sounds. So I thought, why not? Eric Johnson lesson. So what I'm going to do is play a lick using a few different sort of techniques that he's doing, and I'm going to break them down and show you what's going on. All the licks in that sequence came from the key of G sharp minor. So G sharp minor shares all the same chords as the key is B major. So it's really simple to sort of get into and have a look. I'll put all the chords on screen for you now, just so you can see the chords involved. And then I'm going to break down the sequence and show you the right hand and the left hand and show you what's going on. So the first chord I'm using in this arpeggiated sequence at the start of the run is C sharp minor 7. And what I was doing is highlighting certain notes, picking them out and string skipping some at the end, so it sounds really good. So I'm going to break this down really slow and show you what's going on. So I'm going to use slightly less gain, just so you don't get all the noise. Right, so what we've got is the G string on the 4th, hammering on to the 6th, then 4th fret on the B string. Then little fingers hitting the 7th fret on the B string. And our second finger is on the 5th fret of the B string. So a really good exercise because we're using all 4 fingers. Then the string skip comes in. We're going to go back up to the root note on the 5th string on the 4th fret. Then 6th fret of the D string. And then we're going to slide our second finger from the 5th fret on your B string up to the 7th. Excuse me. So I'm going to do that whole lick really slow. This leads us into our next lick, which was a B inversion. So it sounds really melodic with this C sharp minor. So to get this, what we're doing, we're not starting with B, we're starting with an inversion. So we're starting with the 3rd, which is a D sharp. Which is our 6th fret of the A string, sorry. Little fingers hammering on the 9th fret of the D, which is our B note. Then our F sharp is coming on the 7th fret of the B string. And then you're sliding up to the 9th fret. I'm going to put those two together again for you. Leading us up to our E7. So what we've got here, E note, 7th fret of the A string, then the B note of the D string at the 9th fret, 9th fret of the B string, sliding up to the 11th. Same with an F sharp 7. Then it's ending on this B note. So the whole run slow. The next lick we were looking at is a real simple pentatonic variation, and it's using pattern 2 and 3 of G sharp minor. So if I was going to use G sharp minor pattern 1 at the 4th fret, then pattern 2 is going to be pattern 3. So what we're using is these B and E strings. So what we're doing, this is our first pattern. So you're going to go B string, 7th fret, hammering onto the 9th, then 7th fret on your E string, then hammering on the 11th with your little finger. It's quite a spacious sounding intervallic thing. Then you're pulling off. So from the 9th fret of the E down to the 7th, then 11 to 9 on the B. Then the next sequence of 4 notes is going to be the B on the E string, that's 7th fret, then 11th fret, 9th fret and 7th fret on the B string. Then the last set of notes, the last set of 4s, is the 11th fret, the 9th fret, the 7th fret of the B string, and then the 8th fret of our G. Really easy. Then the final pentatonic sequence I was using was a Dorian sequence, so I was using a second in with our minor pentatonic. So adding Dorian stuff is really common and it sounds really cool. So what I was doing, really simple lick. So we're hammering on the 4th fret to the 7th fret on your B string, to the G sharp on the E string, up to the 7th fret, 6, 4, 7 on the B, and then 4 on the B. Then 4, 7, 4, 6 on from E downwards. And then B string 7, 4, 6, 4. So really simple, following the scale. Then I was putting a group of 6s descending just down the scale, down a pentatonic scale. Finishing on a pinched harmonic on an octave, and then I was tapping 12 frets above. If you tap 12 frets above, you get this sort of fake harmonic that Eric Johnson uses all the time. So cool. So I'm going to do the whole thing really slow. Hopefully that gives you a little insight into Eric Johnson's lead style. He's got much more in the locker than that, so go and check him out if you don't know who he is. He's fantastic. If anybody wants anything else covering or any lesson subjects doing, just let me know. Cool.